welcome to TradeGym. मैं हूँ शुभम. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So we are done with the price action series. Like whatever I have told till now is sufficient for you guys to begin with. And price action आपको एक दिन में नहीं आएगा. You cannot just see it and just learn it in just a few days. You will have to observe. Observation is very important, and then you will have to remember all the techniques and all the aspects of price action, because just one thing never works. You'll have to deploy all these techniques at once in order to gain maximum amount of profits. So like apart from price action, there are many other things, and now we're moving to technical indicators. Like if you're using technical indicators along with price action, no one can beat you, So this is the time when we begin with the technical indicators. So I'll be covering almost every indicator which is available with the brokers, and there are almost more than 50 indicators. So the first indicator which we are going to go with is ADX or DMS. So let me tell you first about what ADX is. So ADX is basically an average directional index. So what this indicator tells you about that in which direction is the market going. Okay. So see, all of the indicators available in the market today are whatever they give you, whatever the signals they give you is dependent upon price and volume, nothing else, right? So if the price is continuously rising, we in price action we say okay, the price is rising continuously, so the market is in uptrend, and if the price is falling, we say that it is in a downtrend, right? So similarly, on the basis of some calculations, this indicator ADX gives you a signal which tells you that the market is either in an uptrend or in a downtrend, or it could be choppy. So let's go into the settings of this. So basically 14 period signifies that we are considering 14 candles. Consider like this is your current candle, so we'll be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and around 14 candles back from your current candle, right? And smoothening period is the direction. We'll talk about this plus DI and minus DI line. So it is the average, right? It is basically an exponential average covering the 14 period candles, right? So let's understand how this indicator works. There are more options in this, shading and everything, but that's really not significant. What we have to understand is this plus DI and minus DI line, right? And let's just ignore this white line as of now, right? So ADX line we are going to ignore. If I'll do that black, then I don't think so we are going to see this. Let me just try. Yeah, so now ADX is almost not visible. So let's consider this. This green line is plus DI line and this red line is minus DI line. So whenever there's a crossover between the DI lines, yeah, and the plus DI is trading above the minus DI line, then we are going to say that the okay price is going up, right? As you can see, let's go back sometime. This is crude oil chart. For me, the patterns work really well with crude, so I am showing you an example over there. And moreover, at this time, the prices in Zerodha are, topsy-turvy. So that is why. Let's see now, okay? So, for example, if you see from here, there's a good crossover with a huge gap, in a huge gap in between both the lines. So, red starts to trade above the green line. So you can see from this point, if I'm going to draw a vertical line over here, just let me select that. Yeah. Okay, no, I selected something else. I didn't have to do that. Yeah. Sorry, forgot. After office, my head is like, oh my God, what should I do? Anyway, so I've drawn this vertical line over here, and the other line I'm drawing it over here, where again another crossover happens, right? I'll draw it over here, right? So if you see, when this first crossover happened, the price was around 4610, and at the second crossover, the price was around 4557 or 60 something, right? So there was a price movement of 50 rupees or something, okay? Again, we can see like these examples, as you can see. Here the green starts to trade above the red line, right? And it is crossing over here, right? So from here, if you see 4570 till here around 4600 something. Although it did go higher, but this was the point when the crossover. Actually, this was a false signal, right? I'll tell you how to avoid false signal, but the actual crossover happened over here, and here the price was around 4618. So that's a huge movement, I'd say. Now the question is like here, right? Here the green line almost crossed the red line, but then it again started to move up. So how would you know that this is the signal where I exit or I do not? So this is where the ADX line comes in. Now I'll just make it visible in order to make you guys understand what it actually does. So the ADX was in like 3 different zones: 0 to 25, 25 to 50, and 50 to 75. In some softwares, we also have 75 to 100. So 0 to 25, like consider this is 0, right? And I'll draw a line over here at 25. This is the point which we are looking for, right? 25. Yeah, this is almost 25. Let's go with this. Yeah. So this line. Now I'll just remove all these lines so you'll have a better understanding. Yeah, so now we just have one line over here, right? Now what this ADX line does is it will tell you how strong the trend is, okay? So whenever you are having a crossover, which I talked about, consider the green line crosses above the red line, okay? Then you're going to see the ADX line. If this line is staying above 25, okay, you're not going to exit, right? See over here. We'll just make the visible 20, we'll make the DI lines visible. So this was my red line and this was my green line, okay? Okay, the colors changed, but that's fine. So now see, from here we are looking at this crossover, right? Here the ADX line is still below 24, so we'll go along somewhere over here when this crosses 24, right? And then ADX stays above 24 and it goes over here, and then again it comes down, and then again. Now you see, as price action says, whenever a a lower high and a lower low is forming, okay, we should know that there is something negative going to happen. If you can see, ADX is falling down and the price is going up, right? This is what negative divergence is. ADX fell down over here, but the price went up. Then again ADX fell down, but the price went up. So this is what negative divergence is, and there was a downfall definite after this. And here we had this huge crossover, right? So now when we are having this huge crossover, like here there was no crossover, right? If you were looking on a 5-minute candle, it would have, just taken support at the ADX minus DI line and then again went up. So here it crossed. So you are going to exit at this point, as I mentioned, right? So whenever, like, see, for example, here the ADX again is crossing and ADX is going down. So whenever ADX is going down, the trend is not good. So you're only going to trade when the ADX line is above 25, and if it is going below 25, then the trend is choppy. For example, if you can see over here, as the trend, as ADX line has gone, below 25, so you can see that the oil traded in a very range-bound zone, right? Although the ADX, stayed below 25 for a long period of time, so if you can see, it was range-bound, right? Now here, ADX, the DI lines gave a crossover earlier than the ADX, but here the ADX gave a good crossover, so you can see that the price went up. So I hope you guys understand how we are trading with ADX. ADX is basically a directional indicator. It is just going to tell you that how strong the trend is, right? You should not really, depend upon just ADX. There are many more things which you should use along with ADX in order to, maximize your profits and ignore false signals for that. So I'll be posting other videos for all the indicators. Just keep yourself tuned into the channel and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Have a great day and happy trading. Thank you.